Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and yeah, as you can see, a different game. The diplomat scenario of Anno 1404 is now over. It's time to move on, and what could better do than Anno 1701 with the campaign? Most of you guys have voted for it, and here I am doing it. So, then let's get started. So, mission number 1, the Sunken City. Savage a mysterious artifact, stat bonus, plus 10,000 gold, plus 10 tons of... come on, we can... At least at the beginning we could go directly on hard.
Let me tell you this story before you enter the realm of legend. Because in legend was much braver, and events are even more magical than in real life. Yet what I am about to recount really happened. I am telling you everything exactly as I witnessed it, even though you may think I am exaggerating or leaving certain things out from time to time. It all began when Finn Halkvist asked me to help him. He wanted me to accompany him to find the Eye of the Dragon, a mythical artifact. Finn's brilliant flashes of genius and my mechanical skills made us a potentially very successful team. Fired up by his enthusiasm for this artifact, I set sail. If only I had known then how things would turn out. But I was young and fearless. A few weeks later, when I reached the godforsaken island where Finn had established his base, destiny took its course.
Well, then let's see how that destiny looks like, right? So, start mission.
Heavens be praised! You are here at last! This is all about the Eye of the Dragon, you know, this mythical artifact. The Eye of the Dragon has been lost for centuries. But if my research is correct, it is to be found in the sunken Aztec city south of here. In theory, at least. But first, well, perhaps you could take charge of the expedition base. You know how bad I am in practical matters.
Okay, of course we have to care for the
Can you help me and
outpost.
fill up the city exchequer? The supply of goods isn't very efficient, and to be honest...
Yeah, we can do that. But first, someone was talking about a sunken city. I don't see a sunken city here, only a reef and a shipwreck and so on. But okay, so... Oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do? Alright, first we need to get rid of everything that we don't need. For example, why did he build here stuff that he doesn't even have right fertility?
Your construction options have increased.
Like, oh my god. Yeah, that city truly is in a bad shape. But don't worry, Kebablord is here.
I want to explore this sunken Aztec city in the south of the region.
You have been entrusted with a new mission.
Okay, yeah, explore the sunken city, optimize the goods production and expedition base, and reach a balance sheet of 50. Oh wait, is there... playing time and visiting. Okay, good. So we don't have a time limit. That is very important to me. Because I hate time limits. I still need to get used to, again, how roads are handled in this game. Since every Anno handles it differently. Okay, and of course, let's not forget to hold the shift key while placing houses. So, we will need more wood. Of course, here I underestimated the beach. But hey, stuff can happen. So, we have now here those lumberjack huts that are going to give us more wood. So, okay, so this Landquist has already demonstrated a really huge amount of incompetence. And that is really the guy we want to work with.
Hopefully you can improve our base's balance sheet.
Your settlement lacks faith.
Yeah, okay, so here, we don't need you guys, we don't need settlers. What we need now is a proper infrastructure. Okay, and higher taxes for those guys. So that already looks better. Okay, so as we can see, our balance, it's rising. So here we can also go for more fish whenever we need to.
Think about it. There is no free trader here who could deliver tools to us.
That is actually a very good point that he's making. But that will also mean that this mission allows for a dead end. That is not good. Okay, so that now already is... that is now starting to look like a city. Now an interesting question would be, how much building materials do we get back? Okay, 0. Apparently we need to let a few more people move in.
Splendid!
Come on. Yep.
Money is at last flowing into the exchequer and the base is fully operational. Now we can focus on our real objective, the Eye of the Dragon. Perhaps we could buy tools from the Aztecs if our supplies are dwindling.
Oh, now we can buy stuff, yeah?
Greetings. Seldom do strangers wander to these parts. If you want to trade with us, you must first prove yourself.
Okay,
Bring me
that shouldn't be
food
too much.
and cloth as tokens of your sincerity.
Yeah, sure. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we are actually getting to it, meaning we can expand the city.
Have you brought... You have demonstrated that you are... Do you want to offer me a deal? Your supplies look like they are already exhausted.
And to be fair, they are. So, there's not that. I don't think we need those here anymore. They're standing in the way of our city expansion. Okay, so we are making progress. So we now have a proper city, and let's see if our goods are actually on the rise, or if they are, well, decreasing.
Over 500 inhabitants now live in your village.
Yep, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, we might need more fishermen. So, now the big question remains, where to build the chapel?
I should have brought more tools with me. It's always so difficult to manufacture them yourself.
Yeah, difficult? I don't think so.
I really want to explore these sunken ruins. Don't keep me in
Oh, come on. Yeah. If you wouldn't be so incompetent, then we would already be on our way. But unfortunately, your little shit screwed up. And that is why we now have to wait a little bit longer. So, don't blame me. It's entirely your fault. So, and now we have here nearly everything covered with our chapels.
Ahoy!
People are now ready for upgrade, and I'm pretty sure we can now buy tools again.
Trade?
Okay, maybe we need another fisherman.
The first settlers have made
What
themselves...
do you seek from me? I will help you, even though your actions are leading us and you yourself into danger.
Ah, are they? Okay. So, apparently that is a bit of foreshadowing that searching for that artifact is a really dangerous task. So subtle. So, now we should definitely not have any more issues in regards of tools.
Could it be that I have something you need?
Yes, tools. A lot.
Awaiting orders.
Are you and your friend running out? My help will not alter the fact that you are closing your eyes to the impending peril.
Yep, definitely foreshadowing.
You have some new buildings at your disposal.
It's also interesting, compared to other Annos, the atmosphere is already in Mission 1 actually quite dark.
Think about it. There is no free trader here.
And here we can see how it's not the frame rate that is dropping. That is interesting. So as you can see here, the camera movements, they become kinda laggy. But it's not the frame rate, the counter is stable at 60. So now the question is, where is we
Set course! Set course!
We need to find the Sunken city. Okay, but first...
It is a bad omen that your goods... I am now an accomplice.
My ship was damaged during my search for the Eye of the Dragon.
Awaiting orders.
So, here, more tools so that the city can develop further. It already looks nice.
Ready for action.
New buildings are available for construction.
Yay, we could now, in theory, produce our own tools if we wanted to.
Ahoy!
So... the Aztec city is actually looking quite nice. Just in case, I don't know how the game handles it once you complete a mission, because I never played the campaign before, actually. So, just in case the game then directly ends it, I have now a thumbnail. Yay, pixelated ground below water.
Your construction
It was already ugly at that time, but to be fair, no other game had such a nice water shader back then.
Captain on the bridge.
There! Look! That ship must have sunk. It's amazing what useful things you can find in old shipwrecks.
The curse of the gods lies in the sunken city. It is death to anyone who goes near it.
Ready for action.
Okay, to be
This
fair,
city
that looks
is cursed
great.
by the gods. As the shrine in the northwest of the city, in which the sacrificial fire once burned, has been extinguished for generations, your ship will sink into the depths of the ocean.
There! Down below! That must have been the site of an Aztec temple at one time. Perhaps the Eye of the Dragon is also hidden here. But how can we get down there?
You have received.
An Aztec legend says that storms can be quelled by the holy fire in the shrine. Perhaps it will help if we build a warehouse here and maintain stocks of lamp oil.
Yeah, first our
Perhaps
ship needs to
Horatio
go
could help
away.
us. He's an inventor. Rather unconventional, but ingenious. Anyway, knowing him, we'll be able to tempt him out of his workshop with a few gold coins and a couple of small kegs of strong brew. Perhaps we could buy tools from the Aztecs if our supplies are dwindling.
Wow, so much information at one time.
We need money and some alcohol. Otherwise, Horatio...
Okay, money and alcohol shouldn't be an issue. But first, we need to start improving our ship again.
Into the shrouds, men!
So, what do we need to build a wharf? A shipyard. We need... clay.
Captain on the
of course.
bridge. Set course!
So, let's just block the promotion
Awaiting
rights. And start the production of everything that we might need.
Do you want to offer me a deal? I will agree to your wish, but it is with a heavy heart. Take these goods I give to you, but leave before it is too late.
Captain on the bridge.
Those Aztecs, they are really depressing. So here we are now producing bricks. The other question is, do we actually need our own iron production? I mean,
One of your
I think
workshops
so.
is no longer producing goods.
Yeah, because we have too much wood, but don't worry, we can solve that. Okay, and here collecting the bricks works.
I should have brought more tools with me.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Come on! Stop
Awaiting
talking
orders.
so much. Is that really such
Hoist
an
the
issue with the
sails!
Anno series that always the NPCs are talking too much? Oh, well.
You come to me to trade?
So
Your
the funny
supplies
thing
look
is,
like they are already exhausted. I will help you, even though your actions are leading us and you yourself into danger.
yeah, again, stop talking. Thank you.
Captain on
So,
the bridge.
in theory, we don't even need to produce alcohol, because we can simply buy it from the Aztecs. Though, for the sake of supplying our people and get more tax income, we should do it on our own.
One of your workshops is no longer producing goods.
One of my workshops can kiss my ass. See? What a great announcement. So, come on, I want more bricks. Bricks, sticks, whatsoever. Oh, did I say that loudly? So, here we get now the
Please
ore
don't
smelter.
forget that we must pay Horatio in advance.
Oh, yeah, and we will pay him in advance. Okay, so here raw iron is being produced, and here we can build the tool maker. Once we get more bricks again.
A production facility has come to a standstill. One of your workshops is no longer producing goods.
Okay, so the
Ready for
first part
action.
of the tool production is already standing
Into
now.
the shrouds, men!
Yes, our money is not very positive.
One of your workshops
What
is
do you seek from me? Speak. My help will not alter the fact that you are closing your eyes to the impending peril.
So what do I seek from Vertex? I don't know. Give me all
Ready
your
for
women
action.
and children. I need slaves. I don't know. So... time to act a little Spanish here. So, of course, we need still more bricks. But there's the bricks delivery coming in. And it was only one brick. And we will soon running out of cloth. There's of course something that we cannot allow to happen.
Captain on the bridge.
We definitely need a few gold coins.
So now our ship is being repaired. It's actually an interesting mechanic that the ship is taking damage due to a storm. Again, very atmospheric. Well done, Related Design. AKA the developers of this game. So here we now got a few more sheep farms. That should solve our small cloth issue. And here we let a few more people upgrade. And the shape of the visuals of the city have already changed. Properly. So, where's actually the quest?
We
from
need
here?
money and some alcohol.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
yeah. Ah, just shut up! So,
Please don't forget that we must pay Horatio.
okay, that was just my fault because I accidentally clicked on his ship instead of mine. And I know this mission could be solved so
Could it
much
be that
faster.
I have something I am now an accomplice to your calamity.
But, just in case the city is being saved and carried over to the next mission, I just want to do it right.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so I guess we can now start with the alcohol production. Oh, we need here sugar canes, right? Yes. Well, of course I didn't place them correctly. Apparently I still need to learn my old layouts. Haven't played this game in ages. I will probably do so in my next mission. Here that will still suffice. Maybe we are still running these buildings here at nearly 100% efficiency, so whatever. There's no need to worry about that. So now we can start with a rum production.
Ahoy!
And I won't buy tools anymore. For a very, very simple reason. Because we don't have that much money left. I guess this episode will be a bit longer than originally expected. So of course we still have a few people who want to upgrade.
We definitely need a few gold coins and some alcohol.
Okay, and then we build here a second distillery. And I hope there will be enough to appease our people. Everything else would be super disappointing.
Ahoy!
There is a shortage of a certain type of goods.
Yeah, because I just loaded a lot
As you
of
command.
these goods into my ship.
Are you and your friend running out? I will agree to your wish, but it is with a heavy heart.
Okay, now we should be safe. Of course we are not producing enough alcohol. Would have been too easy, right? So the question is, do we want to produce more, or will we solve the rest via trade? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. All I can say is we are running out of space. Well, let's just go for a bit more alcohol, right? Okay, and now the amount of alcohol is rising, we are positive in our balance, we are producing tools. Now we just need to wait a little bit. And hope that we won't run out of fish. There's also
We need money and some alcohol.
But well, we can at least still produce tools and not tools, food via other means, for example by building hunters' lodges. And well, cattle farms. But for example, in theory, we could run out of stone bricks I don't think that settlers are actually necessary for... we need to build those, so if I'm wasting the bricks for something else and so on, then it might happen that I run into a
We have now
dead end.
raised Horatio's entire fee. Should I now set off to bring him here? We have now raised Horatio's... Wonderful. I shall make haste. I'll soon return with Horatio.
You have successfully completed a mission.
So, are you
One of
also
your
going to
workshops is
discover
no longer
the world for
producing
me?
goods.
Of course you are not. Well, maybe we can discover the world a little bit.
Land ahead.
Into the shrouds, men!
Oh, such a
A
nice
new
island.
island has been sighted.
Oh look, even here are old Aztec ruins. They can see the plants that have overgrown it.
Captain on the bridge.
So here we need to be careful that we don't get too
Set
close to
course!
the storm. Okay, the storm already starts here.
I have returned, and I am not alone. Here he is, the famous inventor and scientist, Horatio.
Finn told me about the complications for your archaeological requirements. Now, I can't actually fit gills to your back, but luckily, I developed something while I was in the bath recently. Well, by the way, I am calling my invention the diving bell.
You have received...
First, however, you must build me a workshop where I can have a rest, where I can concentrate on building the diving bell.
Okay, so the quest continues. Oh, we need to build an inventor's workshop, build the diving bell
Awaiting
itself.
orders.
Kneel down in humility for the temple.
Okay, we can
Captain on the
actually
bridge.
get rid of a storm here.
Make
But I also
way.
think that is a good time to actually end this episode, so actually it will be a two-part mission. That's actually great that the first mission already takes so much time. I like that. It's also quite complex and not too easy, especially with space restriction and so on. So really looking forward to the next to the next part, to finishing this mission, and also to do other missions during the rest of the campaign. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I'm a bit confused, sorry. So, yeah. No matter. I hope you liked it. You liked this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, feedback, or whatever, just use the comment section as always. And of course, I'm always happy if more people subscribe to the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, well, you know what to do. And with that, I say goodbye. And see you next time in Anno 1701 with the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Bye bye.